In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use the router module and filters in Make to split your automations into multiple intelligent paths, giving you far more power and precision than a single straight line workflow ever could. Make, formerly known as Integromat, is one of the most capable no-code automation platforms out there, and mastering the router is the moment things really start to click for most users. If you find this helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a new tutorial. And let's get started. Before we touch anything, let me explain what a router actually is and why you need it. Imagine your scenario is processing incoming orders, and some of those orders are from VIP customers who need a personalized email, while standard customers just get a basic confirmation. Without a router, you would need two entirely separate scenarios to handle that. With a router, your single automation can evaluate each piece of data and send it down the correct path automatically. It is the fork in the road that makes your scenarios genuinely smart. To add a router to your scenario, look for the small gray plus icon that sits between any two existing modules on your canvas. Click it and a menu will appear. Select Flow Control, then choose Router. Alternatively, if you already have a link connecting two modules and you want to insert a router in the middle, you can right-click directly on that connecting line and choose the same option. Make will drop a small circle onto your canvas with the word Router inside it. That circle is your central hub, and every branch radiates outward from it. Now you need to add your paths. By default, a fresh router gives you one outgoing branch. To create additional routes, click the small plus icon on the router circle itself. Not the one on the canvas toolbar, but the one attached directly to the module. Each time you click it, Make adds another branch you can connect to a new chain of modules. Most use cases call for 2 or 3 routes, though Make supports more if your logic demands it. Think of each branch as an independent mini scenario that only activates when its conditions are met. Here is something that catches a lot of beginners off guard. By default, Make will attempt to send every bundle of data down every single path simultaneously. That might sound convenient, but in practice it means your VIP email fires for standard customers too. Your Slack alert triggers for every order regardless of status, and your carefully designed logic falls apart. This is why filters are not optional, they are essential. A filter is the gatekeeper for each branch, and it decides whether a given bundle of data is allowed through. To set up a filter on a branch, click the dotted or dashed line that connects the router to the first module in that particular branch. A panel will open on the right side of your screen showing the filter settings. The very first thing you should do is give your filter a descriptive label. Something like VIP customers or failed payments is far more readable than leaving it blank. And when you come back to edit this scenario 6 months from now, or hand it off to a colleague, that label will save you a great deal of confusion. This is a small habit that separates tidy, maintainable automations from ones that become impossible to debug. Next, define your conditional rules. You will see a field on the left where you select the data point you want to evaluate. For example, the status field coming from your CRM or your form submission. In the middle, you choose an operator such as equal to, contains, or greater than. On the right, you enter the value it should match, such as premium or true or a specific number. You can stack multiple conditions using AND or logic, which lets you build surprisingly sophisticated rules. For instance, you might filter for customers whose status is premium and whose order value exceeds a certain threshold, giving that branch very precise targeting. Now, one of the most important details about the router that the official documentation does not always make clear to newcomers. Make evaluates your routes in order from top to bottom, and by default the order is simply the order in which you created them. This can cause problems. If a broad catch-all filter sits at the top, it may intercept data that should have gone down a more specific branch lower on the list. The fix is straightforward. Right-click on the router module and select Order Routes. A small dialog will appear allowing you to drag and rearrange your branches into the correct sequence. Always place your most specific, highest priority filters first, and if you have a fallback route intended to catch anything that did not match elsewhere, place it last. Make will work through each filter in sequence and send the bundle down the first route whose conditions are satisfied. Then stop evaluating the rest. Once your router and filters are in place, run a test using the Run Once button and watch the execution flow on screen. Make will highlight which path each bundle travels, showing a small number indicating how many items pass through each branch. This visual feedback makes it immediately obvious whether your filters are working as intended or whether something needs adjusting. You have now built one of the most powerful structures available in Make. With the router and filters working together, a single scenario can replace what used to require several disconnected automations, keeping your workspace clean and your logic in one maintainable place. From here, a natural next step is exploring the Error Handler module, which lets you add a dedicated branch just for catching failures, so your scenario recovers gracefully instead of stopping cold when something goes wrong. You might also look into the iterator and aggregator modules, which work beautifully alongside routers when you are dealing with arrays of data that need to be split apart and then reassembled. Save this video to come back to whenever you are setting up a new scenario. Router logic is one of those things that becomes second nature quickly, but the filter ordering tip alone is worth revisiting. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.